Hey, it's Drew Bennett from benspark.com, normally, but today I'm here as representative of Men Who Blog to talk to you today about this new Epic Quest coloring book. It is for the D&D fan, the gaming fan, who also enjoys a bit of coloring, which perfectly describes me because I absolutely love coloring and I also enjoy D&D and fantasy and stuff like that. But I wanted to take you through this book by Sanjay Chalton. Um, that is a hand-drawn book of coloring pages, 38 different coloring pages. I'm going to show you those, then I'm going to pick one of them, and then I'm going to do a time lapse of me coloring that particular page of the book. It's a really, really interesting book, and the illustration is really cool. Even this cover illustration, that's one of the ones that you can color on the inside. So Sanjay has done an amazing job with 38 different fantasy role-playing type scenes within this book that are perfect for your coloring. So I'm gonna hop off. You don't have to watch me. You can. Let's take a look at the book itself. Here we go. It's Epic Quest, the RPG fans coloring book of Dungeons, Dragons, Monsters, and more, illustrated by Sanjay Chalton. And it goes for $16.95. It is from Ninth Bridge Books. You can see each of these pages here. If you look right in here, they're all perforated, so you can take them out, which is great because I prefer coloring not within the book itself, but outside of the book when I'm doing my coloring, so that I don't nothing bleeds through. Although these are nice thick pages, so you're probably not going to have much bleeding through unless you're going to use like heavy markers. So here we have Behold the Dragon, the Joyful Bard. So there's these like really cool things. Here's like a guarding the well. That looks like a mimic, or possibly somebody has changed themselves into this bucket to guard the well. I think particularly it's a mimic that isn't particularly guarding the well. It could be luring somebody for a trap. Then we have the negotiation. We got this big troll or orc here. He can easily crush that dude. Um, then we have the librarian spell. Nice little griffin on the shoulder. An ambush awaits. The archer never misses. I love that. That's really cool. Here's a little jackalope. Entering Dragon Pass. He's this awesome dragon here. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna make it. The fairy's potion. Beautiful fairy that they got in here. And look at the bottle of potion and stuff like that. That is a contender for one that I might color. Orc battle. Actually, this is the one I want to color. The blacksmith at work. I love that. You get this dragon on his shoulder. You got this burly little blacksmith, probably a dwarf, working on a sword, short sword, looks like. And then the sorceress. Let's make sure I didn't. Yeah. We got Welcome to Dragon Valley. More dragons. Missed me. So it looks like a chameleon trying to take out a pixie or a fairy. Join the party. It's a rogue possibly, or a ranger. I don't know. Could be a ranger, but there's no bow and arrow, so I don't know. Then we have a murky surprise. Hidden respite. Boss battle. This is the cover of the book, so you can color that any way you want. That's a nice illustration. I like that one. The hatchling like no other. Night prowlers. Gyold's mystical wares. Chasing a vile intruder. Quest complete. I like this one too. A lot of shoulder griffins there. I don't know. Really interesting. Extortion. A book of dark and devious spells. This would be really cool if you're like, want to color a really interesting looking book. I like how, it appears to be like mist or smoke coming from the book. The Dragon Whisperer, he's a kid with the dragon. The Lost Crystal, an intellectual challenge. Here is a shoulder dragon. Mystical ally. Unicorn, but the horn kind of looks a bit like a rhino horn. I like my unicorn horns kind of like have a like braided a bit, but that still is really cool. Then High Stakes Gamble. I don't know if you've ever played a game called Styx, where you play as a goblin. That looks very much like Styx, and you know I should play that game again. Set My Soul Ablaze. With Only My Daggers. Death from Above. The River Will Run Red. Newfound Power. No Mercy. Don't Let Go. That's a pretty cool looking one. And All Out Attack. Now this is a real dynamic one. You know, you can get the real look of movement within this picture. So that's a cool one too. United Front, and I think that is the last of the book. And so here's the back. So you know, embark on an epic coloring adventure. There are so many different. There are 38 different hand-drawn fantasy illustrations. I am going to pick one of them, and I'm going to come right back here and do a time lapse of me coloring that particular image. And I think I'm going to do that blacksmith there. Just a little bit. Sanjay Charlton is a graphic designer and illustrator for animation, advertising, and children's books. Sanjay has been a devoted fan of comic books and fantasy since he was a young boy. Growing up in the countryside of Jamaica, today he lives and works in St. Catherine, Jamaica. So, hand-drawn, not AI. Excellent. Great thing. So let's come back with the image that I'm going to color. I also want to point out that all the pages, they're perforated. So you can easily take them out of the book. I want to do that carefully. But you can feel that that is heavy paper coming out of this book. So I have my page, and I have some gel pens, and I'm going to start coloring here. I'm going to also be quiet so that you can enjoy this with some nice music while it is in time-lapse mode. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse of me doing some coloring. I didn't complete the whole thing, but I just want to give you an idea of the of the coloring there. I was using some gel pens. I tried to use some metallics for the dragon. I wanted a blue dragon, showing that like blue dragons maybe had like blue fire, and then I got like all sorts of colorful with our dwarf friend there, and yeah. So I'll probably color in all the rest of it when I need a moment to calm down a little bit more. But I'm like really chilled out right now that I'm like, okay, I think I'm done coloring for the moment. But this was a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Sanjay for sending this along. It was a fun book to color from, and I've got 37 more um, images that I can color anytime that I feel like just relaxing and doing some coloring.